Hi folks, welcome to this edition of Broken Arrow in Motion. I'm City Manager Michael Spurgeon and thanks for joining us. I hope everybody's had a great summer and I'm looking forward to sharing with you all the wonderful things that happened in August in our community. So let's get started. Here's what happened in August 2019 in our great city. On August 23rd, we hosted the biggest sporting event in Broken Arrow history. The Rumble in the Rose District brought 14 of the finest boxers in the business to slug it out on Main Street. 3 of the fights were broadcast globally on Showtime. This was a great opportunity for us to showcase just how amazing Broken Arrow is to a worldwide audience. I want to thank our awesome tourism and economic development team for pulling this event together in such a short amount of time. I would also like to thank our Chamber of Commerce for their support in organizing the Rumble in the Rose District. In other economic development news, the City Council appointed a number of citizens from our community to serve on an advisory committee to study our consultant's report for the revitalization of the New Orleans and Elm Commercial Corridor. The 12-member committee will review the recent report on the area and make recommendations to the City Council about what priorities should be, along with public infrastructure improvements to help revitalize the intersection. We anticipate that the committee will present their recommendations to the City Council in the spring of next year. Work has begun on the 5th phase of the downtown streetscape. Phase 5 includes extending our brick sidewalks, decorative lighting, and other upgrades along Main Street another block north to Elgin. The cost of the project is approximately $1.9 million and is being paid for from Vision 2025 surplus funds. Streetscape 5 is being done in conjunction with the Milestone Mixed-Use Project on North Main. This public-private partnership that is currently under construction will bring several new commercial spaces to Main Street and well over 90 apartments to help add foot traffic to the Rose District. The Milestone project should be completed in the summer of 2020. Also in economic development activity, the Broken Arrow Economic Development Authority agreed to sell city-owned property near Aspen and the Creek Turnpike. An organization called SoundMind is planning to build a 72-bed adult and geriatric psychiatric hospital at the site. The hospital will employ between 150 and 175 full-time staff members and bring additional daytime traffic to the area, which helps attract more retail and commercial developers to South Broken Arrow. The agreement also requires an adjoining office building to be built in the future, which would bring more jobs, increase traffic counts, which site selectors say we need to grow South Broken Arrow and commercial space in that part of our community. And finally, on August 6th, the City Council formally adopted the Broken Arrow Next Comprehensive Plan, as well as the new Parks and Recreation Master Plan. Broken Arrow Next sets the course for development within the city for the next 20 years or so. The plan projects a 20 to 25% population growth in that time, which would bring Broken Arrow's population to around 140,000 people. The new Parks and Recreation Plan was developed along with the Comprehensive Plan and outlines what future parks and recreation improvements we will make within our community. In community news, our local schools are back in session. Please be sure to slow down and pay attention around the school zones. We want to make sure children all over Broken Arrow make it safely to and from school every single day. Speaking of schools, construction has started on Broken Arrow Public Schools' newest elementary near the city's events park on the east side of the city. The school is on schedule to be open for the fall of 2021. This great addition to our city will serve families in the ever-growing southeastern part of Broken Arrow. In late July, Broken Arrow High School teacher and Oklahoma Teacher of the Year Donna Grottle joined Assistant City Manager Kenny Schwab at the EPA's Region 6 Stormwater Conference in Denton, Texas. Donna and Kenny spoke about the Together Project. This innovative partnership between the city and the school district is transforming the retention pond across from the high school into an outdoor classroom. In operational news, the new sand volleyball courts at Nienhuis Park are now complete. The 4 courts are ready for your sets, spikes, and digs. Fans can also sit on the bleachers to cheer their favorite teams. We'll celebrate the courts opening sometime early in the fall. This project cost about $190,000 and was paid for with funds from the 2011 General Obligation Bond Package. On August 6th, Street and Stormwater Director Rocky Hinkle gave a quarterly update on the streets maintenance program. In fiscal year 2019, about 16 miles of road were restriped and about 67 miles of subdivision streets received major repairs. For this year, Streets Department will repair roughly 31 miles under the maintenance program. The work is funded by the street sales tax approved by voters in 2015. You can watch Rocky's great presentation on our website at brokenarrowok.gov. Here's an update on our curbside recycling pilot. The Citizens Recycling Committee met twice this month to review all the data and surveys gathered during our 2 pilot projects. The committee will make a recommendation to the municipal authority in September. The authority, who oversees trash service in Broken Arrow, will consider the data and surveys as well as the committee's recommendations. If approved, curbside recycling would take at least a year to implement citywide due to the logistics involved. Learn more at recycleba.com. Vacation rental properties in our community will now have to be permitted through the city. On August 20th, the City Council approved an ordinance that requires Airbnbs and similar properties to obtain a permit. The ordinance establishes 3 levels of short-term rental properties with specific requirements for each level. This will allow the city to have some oversight on these properties and ensure they meet the proper codes. In staff news, Shay Harrod has joined the city as our new videographer. Shay's talents will add to our video efforts. I'm looking forward to providing some new, exciting video series and refreshing our current lineup with Shay's help. Welcome aboard, Shay. The police department is now represented by a new face. The incoming public information officer is Chris Walker, who replaces Officer James Cook. I would like to thank Officer Cook for his service as PIO for the last few years. Don't worry, Cook is still with us, but he's going back to patrol duty. I'd like to also wish Chris the best of luck in his new position. I also want to welcome new leadership to our police and fire departments. Deputy Chief Mark Irwin is retiring at the end of August, and current Broken Arrow Police Department Major Scott Bennett has been chosen to serve as our next Deputy Chief of Police. Major Bennett has been with the department for 25 years and will do an outstanding job in his new role. Congratulations on the promotion, Major Bennett, and enjoy your retirement, Mark. The fire department promoted Captain Jeremy Roberts to Battalion Chief earlier this month. Chief Roberts has been with the fire department for 19 years. Congratulations, Chief Roberts. I also want to congratulate 13 other members of the fire department. As part of the recent promotion process, 7 lieutenants were made captains and 6 firefighters were promoted to lieutenant. Next, I would like to announce that I have appointed Larry Curtis to serve as our new Community Development Director. Larry previously served as the department's planning manager. Super excited that Larry will be joining the city's leadership team and be leading our Community Development Department. Congratulations, Larry. Finally, Mayor Craig Thurman and I attended a regional state leadership conference at the White House on July 25th. We joined other nonpartisan delegates representing Oklahoma, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska, and we heard from key senior administration officials, including Vice President Mike Pence. We discussed issues important to state and local government and how the President's administration is empowering us to tackle those issues. This includes combating the opioid crisis and improving public infrastructure. That's a wrap, folks. As you can see, there are a lot of great things happening within our community. I want to finish up by sending a shout out to all the folks within the city organization that have been promoted or appointed to a leadership position. You know, I've always said what we do matters to the citizens and businesses, and it's great to know that we have folks that want to serve our citizens' businesses in leadership positions. So until next month, September, I appreciate you tuning in. Take care and look forward to seeing you around town.